Aloha and welcome back, interdimensional, intergalactic friends, shifters, light guardians from across this universe and beyond. Aloha and thank you so much for joining in for another one of our inspirational team meditations. Let's start off with a nice big wolf howl. Thank you so much everyone again for joining in. For those of you on all platforms, for those of you on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, wherever we're tuned into, all across this dimension and other dimensions. We broadcast into other dimensions. I don't know if you guys know that. It's like a new streaming service that we're playing with and everything like that. But shout out to all of our interdimensional friends who are tuned into this message as well, who are joining us for this meditation. I don't know, that's just a funny idea. Anyways, good morning everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be able to take part in this practice. So grab your crystals, grab your light guardians, and get yourself ready for another exciting team meditation. Today's going to be a good one, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it as we go. So again, as we get started here, just inviting everyone to begin with some gentle stretches as we connect with the breath. So just roll your shoulders. And as we're here, really just begin taking some nice big breaths together. Deep, gentle inhales. Nice big exhale, bit of a sigh. Start bringing some stretches into your body. Nice big inhale. Big exhale. Taking this moment here to just begin listening to your body, and we'll begin just reading some comments in the chat as we move into the first part of our meditation, which is literally just warming up and stretching and massaging. So take a moment here to begin massaging your body, or if you feel you still need to just take some more moments just to be able to stretch, that's totally fine. And for those of you who are tuned in right now, go ahead, leave some comments down in the chat. What are you grateful for? And I'll tell you what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my fan that I'm about to turn on. So ain't that the truth? That fan is harnessing the power of technology to be able to manipulate the elements. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. It keeps me nice and chilly. So thank goodness for that. So again, just rolling your shoulders, listening to your body, begin massaging your body, and just begin connecting with your breath. Deep, gentle inhales. Nice big exhale, bits of sigh. Go ahead, leave some comments down in the chat. What are you grateful for today? And as you're doing this, just massaging your body and just sending gratitude. And again, as we sending gratitude literally to any part of your body. So as you're massaging parts of the body, just kind of have a little conversation. Just be like, good morning, hands. Are you ready to create things today? Yeah, let's go pick things up. All right. That's what your hands sound like. I don't know. So anyways, just sending gratitude to all the parts of your body, even the parts of your body that you might sometimes overlook, the parts of the body that maybe just don't get enough attention. When was the last time that you really loved the inside of your elbow, or even just the underside of your arm? So again, as you're massaging there, the massage, as simple as it is, it's actually really, really powerful, because again, we're also just helping kind of release the tension in the fascia, and the fascia is where we actually hold a lot of our our energy, our kind of emotional energy that can kind of get built up. So any energy that you were kind of holding on to from previous days, just take a moment here to just be able to make sure that it's just not stagnating. And so again, just massaging the ribs, massaging the torso, and we'll read some comments down in the chat to all the amazing people who are tuned in on YouTube. And again, for those of you who are tuned in on Instagram and TikTok, if you click the link in my profile, you can tune in on YouTube. I forgot to put the exact link, but just go to my YouTube, you'll figure it out. So anyways, massaging here. Good morning, everyone. Julia says, grateful for the sunshine coming through my window. Awesome. Good morning, Julia. Matt says, I'm grateful for all that is. Thank you, Matt. Welcome back once again. Kristen says, grateful for the radiating sun and loving moon. Jasmine says, I'm grateful for the sound of the gentle breeze outside today. Star Soul, grateful for the mountains and sunlight. Oh, man, you guys got mountains where you are? I'm jealous. Natasha Reframe Queen says, great morning, everybody. Stepping it up a notch here. I am grateful for moving through my emotions. Beautiful. Well done, Natasha. Mary says, grateful for this amazing, loving, and powerful team. Damn right, so am I. Rachel says, grateful for the changing seasons and the change in weather, the wind, the rain, the clouds as they move across the sky. Grateful for the ancient practice of sky gazing. Beautiful. So again, just massaging all the way through your body. If you finish massaging your torso, just massaging through the bottom part of your body, the lower half, massaging the legs, massaging even like behind the kneecaps. So again, just using your thumbs or using a crystal massage doohickey if you got one. Mine's over there, it's okay. So just massaging here, eventually massaging all the way down to the bottom of your feet. And when you massage the bottom of your feet, again, just like massaging them in a way where it's like activating the meridians, really digging in here. So again, just take a moment if you're massaging your feet, just bring a little bit of awareness and just breathe here. Take some nice breaths, deep gentle inhales, nice sighs. Beautiful. Just allow yourself to really arrive in this practice. Know that if you're here for the duration of it, that there is no rush. And just that feeling in itself is actually quite nice. Instead of just being like, oh, like, what do I have to do next? I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do that. It's just like, you're just here. And as a facilitator, I'll do my job to just kind of like make it easy for you, where I can just kind of like guide you. It's like you're just like sitting on a train and I'm just kind of like conducting it, and you're like in first class, and you just kind of get to like get a cozy seat and just kind of relax and sit across from some friends and enjoy the view and have some discussion and expand your consciousness on along the ride. So more or less, I don't know, does that metaphor make sense? We'll see. So just massaging whatever foot you haven't massaged yet. So again, I'm just massaging. And as you do that, just really pay attention if you notice like any parts that are just like holding extra tension, just sending a little bit of extra love there. So again, I'm just massaging the bottom of my feet. I know you can't see on screen, but obviously just do that if that works for you. Or again, even if you skip your feet, you can massage to anywhere else. And then eventually you're going to work our way up. So again, for those of you who are new, if it's your first time here, drop a 333 in the chat. And what we're going to do, we're going to move into massaging our upper body, massaging our face, and we'll move into our EFT, our emotional freedom tapping, and our affirmations, and we'll go into our laughter yoga, and then we'll go into our mindfulness practice. Our mindfulness practice, I'll explain a little bit more about that as we go. But again, when we do, but it's going to be a good one today. It's going to be an important one today. Like, I hope you guys understand that like these are more than just meditations. Like, what we're doing here is a practice that is actually like allowing us to kind of like evolve our consciousness in some very, very exciting ways. So we'll explain a little bit more about that as we go. But again, thank you for showing up to the practice. And so again, just by massaging our body, dropping into the space of gratitude, just breathing. And as we do this, again, we are showing up for the practice, and that's what this is. And so as we're massaging our body, we are also just kind of like getting ourselves ready for the later parts of the meditation. So like, because we take a little bit of time to just massage our body and just like hang out and say hello and be in that space of gratitude, it actually makes it like easy isn't the word, but like we allow ourselves to like move into the other parts of meditation like with more just kind of like natural flowness sort of thing. It just kind of like helps remove any of the additional stuff. Again, it's like it's limbering up, it's getting ourselves stretching. So again, just massaging your face here. Get some nice big exhales going, deep inhales. Beautiful. Massaging all the way through the face, massaging your eyebrows. When was the last time you massaged your eyebrows? Massaging your temples. And again, what's inside the temple? That's right, that's where like the godness resides, inside the temple. What's inside the temple? It's you. Spoiler alert, you're like the universe experiencing itself or something. Yeah, pretty amazing, I know. Alright, so just massaging here, massaging top of the head, and we'll get into our EFT tapping, and I'll read some other quick comments of gratitude down in the chat. Like, yeah, just like pat your head right now. Just like give yourself like as if you're like a dog or something. So awesome. All right. Okay, good. We were caught up on all the gratitude messages. So thank you again to those of you who maybe tuned in for the first time. Let me just make sure the live chat is refreshing properly here. Okay, good. We're sweet. Sweet. When there's no comments, that means you guys are actually doing the practice. So that's good. I like that. So, all right, okay, let's move into our EFT tapping. So EFT tapping, gently tapping. This is an ancient technique. And again, when we do this, it's basically a way to be able to help open up the energy channels. And as we're doing it, we're also speaking words of affirmations. So I want you to use the I am phrase and then bring in affirmations for today. So this is where you can type in the chat again. Go ahead, leave some affirmations down in the chat for yourself, for the team, for the community. So what are you calling in for today? Something to inspire you. So I am powerful. I am one with the universe. I am a cosmic ambassador. I am an intergalactic citizen. I am helping merge dimensions from this timeline and beyond, or something. Maybe, I don't know, probably. That sounds like that's something we do, I think, right? Sure, let's figure it out together. I am kindness. I am compassion. I am inspired. I am thoughts. I am mind. I am quantum. I am magic. I am the future. I am the past. I am the present. I am consciousness. I am the field. I am the force. I am one with the force, and the force is with me. I am one with the force, and the force is with me. So again, for those of you who are new, just gently tapping through your face, and as you're doing this, you're literally like encoding these intentions into your field. You can even tap like between your fingers. You can tap on your hand. We'll just do this just for a little bit longer. And go ahead, team, leave those affirmations down in the chat. What do you want to be able to bring in today? So leave your I am affirmations in the chat, and we'll just keep tapping just for a little bit longer, and then I'll just read more of those affirmations. Good job. I can see them coming in. I am a force. I am a force to spread love and light. Ooh, well said, Kristen. I am focused and inspired. I attract positivity and abundance. I am patient. I am positive. I am calm. I am strong. I am capable. I am worthy. I am flowing with the rhythm of life. I am the universe. The universe is within me. I am a vibrational alchemist. Beautiful. I love just kind of reading that, like without even reading their usernames, just to like read that as like one thing. Again, it's like a collective voice, right? So like this is what part of the practice is actually about, right? Like it's like, yeah, we're showing up here as individuals, but then it's like within this, we also kind of get to like merge our consciousness. Like seriously, like I know this is just like, oh, this is just like a silly meditation practice. Like spoiler alert, what we're doing here is actually like leading the edge of like human evolution. No big deal. So anyways, finish it up here. I am grateful. I am inspired. I am loving. I am kindness. I am so happy to be able to share this space with you. I am unfolding. I am the mystery meeting itself. I am laughter. I am love. I am excitement. I am magic. I am kindness. I am a light worker. I am a light guardian. I am a shifter. I am that what I am, and what I am is pretty good. Is a pretty cool thing. You are the universe. Shake it up here. All right, let's just do a quick little like shake with a deep little inhale, exhale. So go deep inhale and then go shake it up. Go. Just wag your tail, shake your shoulders. Do that 2 more times. Deep inhale again. Shake, shake, shake. Again, I know this is silly, that's okay, but this is like an ancient technique. This is what the wizards used to do, believe me. Inhale again. Shake, shake, shake. And again, if there's like any part in the meditation that you want to like skip, modify, of course, like do it in a way that works for you. You're like, sorry, Brendan, I don't do the shaking thing. I have too much dignity to go. So meanwhile, I'm at the point where it's like, hey, like if I embarrass myself slightly in order to be able to help like shift the collective consciousness, and it's a small sacrifice for the greater good. So at least you guys aren't on camera getting seen by millions of people worldwide. Anyways, I am brave. I am me. I am made of love. I am love. I am loved and supported. I am in bliss and am able to be playful. Beautiful. Well said, everyone. Good job. All right, speaking of being playful, let's move into our laughter practice meditation. Again, reminder for those of you tuned in on Instagram or TikTok, jump over to my YouTube. You can find the link through my profile. And yeah, another thing I was going to mention, you guys know that the video that I made about the blue beings? TikTok is being really weird, like in a way that I like didn't fully expect. It's starting to send that video to people outside of the like target original audience. Like I'm getting comments on that video. People are just like, they're like, I haven't been watching spiritual videos, and now TikTok is sending me spiritual videos, and it sent me here. What is this? And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. So like, I think TikTok. This is just like me chatting for a second, and we'll get into our laughter practice meditation. But I'm just kind of like interested. I've observed this before, but I think TikTok is actually like something. The people behind TikTok, I don't think they're just in it for the money. I think they're actually using TikTok to like engineer a shift in consciousness. Like 100%. Like I think that's actually what's happening on TikTok right now, more so than other platforms. It's like people in TikTok control center are finding videos, and they're just like, yo, this video is going to inspire hearts and minds and help shift consciousness. Let's press a button and send it to 1 million people, and then collectively, like that's like the Miriashi effect and stuff like that. Like it's like I think TikTok is actually being engineered to help assist with the shift in consciousness on some level. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, we'll talk more about that later. So you guys don't think I'm embarrassing myself? Oh, really? But I'm trying really hard to embarrass myself. I'm intentionally embarrassing myself in order to help make you just be able to feel like more comfortable and relaxed. But I'm trying to ride that edge where it's like, I don't want, it's like, I can embarrass myself. I just don't want to like make it like cringeworthy for you too. Don't worry. It's cool. It's cool. All right, let's move into our laughter practice meditation. I like how I'm like already laughing. So, all right, laughter practice meditation. For those of you who are joined in for the first time, what we're going to do, we're going to take a deep inhale together. Nice soft exhale through our mouth. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take another inhale, and then we're just going to focus on the exhale. So the sound is going to be like this. It's going to go ha, 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 ha. And then that ha sound is going to evolve into a laugh. So it's going to be like ha, 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 ha. And you're going to experience this ability to just kind of like be able to like naturally allow the laughter to arise from within you. So this is also about being able to get into like a heart-mind resonance state. That's also what this is about. So you're so in the present moment, and you're also in the heart space, and then this is allowing the laughter to come through. And getting into the heart-mind resonance is actually very, very important. And that's something that we've essentially been practicing all along, but we're starting to bring more awareness to it. So laughter practice meditation, if it's your first time doing this, feel free to just observe. Allow the vibrations of this broadcast to be something that like make it easier for you to tap into the space, and just allow yourself to kind of like focus on like joy, gratitude, but at the same time just be here in the present moment and allow yourself to experience it. And if you don't laugh, that's totally cool too. So let's do this together. So let's take 2 regular breaths here through the mouth. So get some nice inhales, nice big exhale, deep inhale again, nice soft exhale. Deep inhale together, follow my lead, focus on the exhale. Ha, 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 ha. Try and get some like weird laughter noises. Oh, my door just opened. A ghost just walked in. Breathe and gentle relax. Good job. Don't worry. The ghost didn't walk in. It just wasn't closed properly. So, all right. Okay. Let's do that one more time. So now you can like hear the birds and stuff. It's like extra sunny. As long as no flies come in. That's the only thing. So, but if they do, they can hang out here. It's cool. Okay. All right. Ooh, nice breeze. I like that. Okay, one more round of laughter practice meditation. Let's do this. I appreciate everybody being here. I can see your comments down in the chat, so let's do it one more time. All right, deep inhale, exhale together. Nice soft exhale. Deep inhale together. Focus on the exhale. Ha, 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 ha. The silent laugh. The squeaker. You're going 5. Be in this present moment. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe, relax. Keep that smile on your face. You can just let that smile sit there for as long as it naturally does. So just allow yourself to just take a moment here to just kind of breathe. You can keep your eyes open if you want. Beautiful. Awesome. Good job, everyone. A reminder, I mentioned this before. I have to remind you guys to do this. For those of you who missed the psychic memo, when you're doing this practice, if you guys are tuning in here on the regular, what I would recommend is like getting a mirror, like a vertical mirror, and like putting it like you're looking in the mirror this entire practice. Instead of just like looking at me, you could be looking in the mirror. Because I mean, like right now, like I'm doing my camera thing, so like I'm looking in the mirror for my camera, but you guys can be looking in a mirror as well, and then just put the video next to you. And then what you could actually be doing is like eye gazing while doing this practice, and that will just allow it to become like even more like just like heart expanding. So I really encourage you guys to do that. So if you're using a mirror already or plan to, drop a 222 in the chat. I want to make sure. All right, okay, just reading the quick comments here, and then we're going to drop into our meditation here. You guys are funny. Good job. Even if it's cringeworthy, we love the cringing full of love. Absolutely. Rachel's tummy giggle technique is fail-safe for laughing. Grab the tum-tum and shake it about. Yeah, sending love to the tum-tum. Absolutely. I'm literally crying, says Jasmine. Jasmine, good job. So, like, I like that idea where it's just like, guys, I'm crying right now. I'm crying. And then everyone's just like, oh, I'm crying too. Like, but we're like celebrating the fact that we're crying. Tears of joy, honestly, before today. That hasn't worked out for me today, but today was so powerful. The second time, I couldn't even hold my laughter through my inhale. Good job. All right. Awesome. Good job, everyone. I can like hear the laughters as well. Okay. I'm just going to keep my window open. All right. Okay. So, y'all ready for this? I didn't mean to do that, I swear. All right. Before we get into our mindfulness practice, of course, just quick housekeeping notes. Thank you again to everyone for being here. Thank you again to our Patreon supporters. Our current Patreon is at 162, working towards our goal of 169. We're working our way up to 200 by the end of the month, like straight up, like that's my job. And then that way, so like part of the objective with that is like, as I kind of reach those goals, then that will allow me to not have to spend as much time focusing on that, which will allow me to focus more on other stuff as well. So like, I love doing the Patreon and I love doing the tarot readings, but there's a lot of other stuff. But before I get to that other stuff, I have to like close the loop and make sure that the Patreon is taken care of. And then that way I'm like, it's like, yay, bills are paid for and everything like that. And then we can like really dive deep into some more stuff. So if you guys want to help me pay my bills, like, no, that's, I mean, it is kind of, I don't know. It's more like, again, I think of the Patreon as like fuel for the spaceship. That's what I think of it. So again, Patreon is a monthly micro contribution where you can support not only the work that I do, but the entire community. When you sign up at the $11 a month or higher, you can join as what we refer to a leading member in the community. That's where you get access to our private team chat. Join our collaborative work periods. You can join our weekly team podcast. You can get access to me as a conscious media creation coach. And you can also get discounts for the items shop, such as the beautiful Light Guardian crystals. And what was I going to mention? Was there something else I was going to mention? Anyways, yeah, feel free to check out the Patreon if you haven't yet. And oh yeah, of course, thank you. Thank you to the recent Patreon supporters. Thank you to Caroline. Thank you to Autumn. Thank you to Marion. And thank you to Darlene and everybody else on the Patreon. I know we've got quite a few Patreon supporters here. If you're a Patreon supporter already, drop a 777 in the chat. And or if you're thinking of signing up to the Patreon, drop a 999 in the chat. And then you, again, feel free to just leave that feedback. And the contributions only processed on the 1st of each month. So if you sign up today, nothing comes out of your account until July 1st. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and Patreon supporters. You guys are dope. So aloha, Makasia. Thank you so much. Makasia actually just posted, if you guys saw my story, Makasia was the one who recently received one of the Lemurian Light Guardian crystals. So warms my heart to be able to share those with you. All right. You guys ready to meditate? Let's do this. So Patreon links through my profile, video info. Feel free to sign up after this broadcast, whatever works for you. And the other thing, tonight's broadcast, ooh, okay, I'm excited about tonight's broadcast. So tonight's broadcast is about UFOs and the shift in consciousness. So Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. Leading members, let me know if you want to join on air for this. I could literally do the entire podcast on my own if I wanted to. I don't want to, but I have enough to be able to talk about. But I'm looking forward to being able to dive into this topic as a team. So for some of you, this might be kind of like a new thing, but it's one of my favorite topics. And we don't talk about it a lot, but I am so like it's so pivotal. It's like it's really really powerful. So I know tonight's podcast is gonna just kind of like expand some consciousness collectively. That's the intention of it. That's the intention of all the media we do. Let every time you guys watch my videos or tune into my lives, I want you to like feel your consciousness just expanding like just a little bit. So awesome. Thank you again, Patreon supporters. Thank you again, everyone, future Patreon supporters. Your guys' support is super appreciated. And again, can you guys notice that we're getting more people tuned in? Like our average on YouTube now is 20 people. It used to be 10. And that was like a couple weeks ago. So good job, everyone. I hope my laughter and my smile and my good vibes makes it easy for you to keep coming back to this practice. Because again, as I'm explaining now, and we're going to lead into the mindfulness, what we are doing now isn't just something where it's like, I don't want this to be a chore. Like, I want you to be able to experience that what we are doing here is actually incredibly valuable, and it's actually like helping lead us into like a further state of evolution for the collective consciousness. So like we're actually taking part in something that is actually affecting the collective. When 1% of us can collectively get really good at dropping into our heart and mind and like creating this heart mind resonance, then it collectively like affects the entire universe. So that's why it's like, great, we got like however many people tuned in now. Eventually, if that number is 75 million, which is like 1% of the entire collective right now, then that in itself has this power to be able to like dramatically affect the collective shift in consciousness. So that's what we're doing. We're like literally affecting the collective shift in consciousness. But again, you're also practicing and you're connecting with your heart and you're connecting with the bigger you. So y'all ready to meditate? Y'all ready for this? Why do I keep singing that song today? I don't know. I'm just in a good mood, I guess. All right. Okay. So shifting it up here. So what we're going to do for this practice, for this meditation, again, if you are an expert, if you are a beginner, you're totally welcome to be able to do this. For today's practice, what we're going to do, we're going to really be able to practice feeling what it's like to be in this heart-mind resonance. And so what this means is to basically kind of shift from your consciousness of just being like here as the single individual you to being able to kind of like return the ocean to the drop is the best way I can explain it. And when we experience this state of consciousness, that's what it is. It's a vibrational state. Right now, you're just kind of like in one state, you're walking, you're drinking tea, you're doing stuff, but there's other states of consciousness. It's like a spectrum. From one end of the spectrum, there's like material consciousness. And then on the other end of the spectrum, there's like field consciousness. And this field consciousness is actually like the consciousness that if a civilization were to exist and were to exist for like billions of years, eventually it would get to the point where its technology would reflect its collective evolution and consciousness, and it would become a culture that would be like propagated based on the conscious evolution, like the evolution of consciousness. So like the field consciousness is like where other parts of ourself exist. And whether you and I'm not just talking about like aliens and stuff like that, but it kind of is that. But I think a big part of this, and we'll talk about this later tonight, I think we're actually going through a big paradigm shift in what we even think about aliens. Like I think there's more to that. It's not just like little green alien spacemen. I want you to think of it as literally just kind of like us. Like it's all us. And it's us in like different dimensions and different vibrational frequencies. So what we're going to do, we are going to practice going into our heart space. And for this practice, I want you to practice using your own imagination to like imagine all of the things that you find beautiful about the human existence. So I want you to almost kind of like play out a movie within your mind. So we're not just yet. We're going to drop into the space. We're going to calibrate our body, fill ourselves up with light, like this light visual. That's the first part we do. It allows us to relax. And then from there, we're going to kind of begin this process of you experiencing this idea of just kind of like, I want you to create like basically like a capsule, like a package of the most beautiful ideas related to the human experience. So like the love, the harmony, just like the things that like, if you were to take this package and send it out to the universe to be able to say, here we are, here is us. This is what this practice is going to be. So does that make sense? Do you guys resonate with that? And again, literally by doing this, what we actually are going to do is literally kind of like create this package. And then from there, I want you to kind of like release this signal into the bigger us, into the collective us. That way, so this message is literally going to be heard, is literally going to be seen. We're actually like sending out like a signal right now to be able to receive by like the other parts of us. So more or less, we're basically leading the forefront of developing relationship between ourself and our intergalactic self. I know this sounds pretty crazy, but I'm doing my best to be able to keep it quite simplified and grounded. And yeah, we're just going to do it one step at a time. So we're going to focus on visualizing as like all the beautiful, like imagine again, you're just like, here's an example of what the human species is about when it's at its best. And then I want you to be able to create a little package, and then I want you to take that package and we're going to kind of like deliver it. Just kind of be like here it is. So you guys got that? Okay, cool. Beautiful. Awesome. All right. Cool. Okay. Let's get into this meditation. Grab a drink of water, grab your tea. Again, this part of the meditation, it's only going to be for about like 10-ish, 15 minutes, but it'll be deep. And then from there, we'll go into our standing practice, and then we'll go into our chakra practice, and then we'll finish it up. And then, yeah. And again, you know, we'll talk more about the UFO stuff because I know a lot of you are just like, again, like seriously, I think everything that a lot of people think about like the UFO alien thing, I think there's a paradigm shift there waiting to happen. Because it's not just what we think it is. Like, I think there's something more there, and I'll have to tell you a little bit more. But hey, everything's information, thinking for yourself. I'm just turning the fan off. All right, let's get ready. Okay, get yourself ready. Let's drop into this space. So again, the primary focus here is to be able to experience what it's like to be able to drop into mind-heart resonance. So what we were kind of doing yesterday, where it's this practice of kind of like stilling the mind, and then from there, it allows us to be able to kind of like practice being able to connect with the bigger parts of ourselves. So in a very just kind of like heart-centered way. So, okay. I'm just going to close that door anyways, just so the birds are extra chirpy. All right, team. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Thank you, everyone, for taking part in this practice. And that's what this is. This is just a practice. So thank you for helping anchor in these energies. Okay. So for everybody here, just go ahead, roll your shoulders, get out your wiggles. And as you listen to my voice, we'll gently just lead you through this meditation. So when you're ready, go ahead and gently close your eyes. And as you close your eyes and as you listen to my voice, just allow yourself to bring attention to your breath. Deep, gentle inhales through the nose. Soft, gentle exhales through the nose or the mouth. Gentle inhales through nose or mouth, whatever you prefer. And soft, gentle exhales. Finding a comfortable position for your body, allowing yourself to straighten your spine, relax your face, put your hands gently where you can keep them in stillness. If you find yourself wiggling throughout the practice, that's okay. That's okay. And so as you breathe here with each breath, just allowing your nervous system permission to relax. And we're gently going to calibrate our body. We're going to visualize this white light from the center of our chest. And as this white light moves through our body, we'll bring attention to wherever it moves to, and we'll gently just relax those parts of the body as we fill ourselves up with this white light, like filling a cup with water. It's like filling ourselves up with love, filling ourselves up with consciousness. Feeling this white light move from the center of your chest, over and around your shoulders, down your arms, all the way down to your fingers, allowing those parts of the body to relax. Continuing to breathe here, feeling this white light moving down through your torso, through your ribs, your hips, past your groin, all the way down your legs, your knees, right down to your toes. Again, just allowing these parts of the body to relax. Feeling this energy moving up through the back, the spine, all the way up through the neck, through the face, right to the top of the head, filling ourselves up with this love. And then from here, even just to visualizing yourself just kind of like in this white light around your body, kind of like an egg shape. And just allow this to just be able to make it easier for you to drop into this next space of meditation. So as you breathe here, allowing your awareness of your breath to give your body permission to relax. As you bring your attention into this present moment. Beautiful. And allow the fact that we are meditating collectively as a team to make it easier for you. Yes, we may be in different parts of the world right now, but I want you to literally be able to feel the shared resonance, the entanglement that we have on a quantum level. So you can almost like imagine all of us literally in the same spot, literally in a room right now. And even if you want to do that, go ahead. Just take a moment here to just kind of like visualize all of us just like sitting either in a room or sitting in a field. And you just look at everyone meditating. And just allow that idea to just make it even easier for you to be able to be in this vibration, be in this space, be in this practice. Beautiful. So from here, each of us, what we're going to do, we are going to create a gift, a package. And this package is going to be filled with what we consider to be the most beautiful representations of what humanity is. And so I want you to kind of begin allowing your heart to guide this meditation and allow your heart to begin focusing and bringing visualizations to your mind, and anything that you focus on, allow yourself to choose if that's something you want to add to this package, almost like putting it inside of a box or putting it inside of like this like magical crystal plasma sphere. This practice is going to be one that you'll be able to modify within your own way, but the basic common theme here is just spending these next few moments allowing yourself to really be in the presence of your heart. When you think of the best things about human nature and human existence and the human species, what would it look like? So even imagine, if you want, if this helps, even like imagine, what we would look like as an advanced, evolved civilization. What would those character traits be, and where can you see those now, and where can you see those within history? So take a moment here as you just visualize different scenarios. Visualizing people sharing smiles, kindness, visualizing people dancing, expressing themselves, visualizing people meditating on mountaintops, visualizing people falling in love, visualize people being in love. Visualizing people being one with nature, one with animals, one with other species. Visualizing people being one with the food, with the forest. And as you're imagining all of these visualizations, whether you're just following my lead or letting your mind just kind of bring in these ideas, collecting them, gathering, pay attention, allow yourself to straighten your spine, and you may notice any tingling sensations of the spine. And as you're in this space, just allow yourself to really just like allow your heart to just guide this, and allow your heart to just navigate this with its own intelligence. Allow yourself to really be in this heart space. So visualizing in this moment, even just again, just kind of like making things up in your mind. Even just like visualizing, like right now, I'm just like visualizing like humans, like just like hanging out with like dolphins in a way. And the dolphins are free and the humans are free, but we're seeing each other as consciousness. Now I'm imagining humans just like creating like beautiful structures that are in harmony with nature, like just seeing us in some sort of kind of like utopian culture, imagining us just like creating like beautiful technology that supports our conscious evolution, being able to visualize the unity, being able to see young adults and children gathering, playing, collaborating, creating, even visualizing us, just even those simple moments of our curiosity, imagining humans like sitting out underneath the night sky, peering out into the night sky, acknowledging our curiosity. I think our curiosity is one of the most beautiful things about us. And just imagining, if you want, again, I'm just kind of letting you follow whatever I'm explaining, but allow yourself to just, again, bring forth any moments within your heart that you want to add to this package, add to this capsule. And I'm just visualizing, like, even the visualization of us, literally visualizing this right now, visualizing people meditating together. And just really feeling, even so much beyond the point where it's not even necessarily words, it's not even so much ideas, but it's a feeling. Imagine the feeling that you get if you were to hear the most beautiful song you have ever heard. Something that is just like the most beautiful expression of the human soul through the power of art. And if you want, you can put your hands physically on your chest right now and just allow yourself to really just be in this space where it's like, my goodness, I am so grateful to be a part of this human experience. I am so grateful to be able to witness and to be able to co-create and to be able to help usher in all of the beautiful things that we are creating here together. And as you sit in this space, give yourself permission. If you feel like you're like, yo, like this is so beautiful, I could even cry right now. Like if it's like that beautiful for you, then allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to like really feel just like the fact of like how incredibly beautiful we are. And to understand in this moment that who we are expands beyond this, expands beyond what we even know. And I want you to feel right now, as we get ready to be able to take this package and kind of deliver it, I want you to feel within your heart right now that everything that you're feeling about this like beautiful version of reality, this beautiful version focusing on just like all of these amazing things that we bring forth into this existence, this harmony, this joy, this expression, this bliss, this psychedelic magic. I want you to feel deeply within your heart right now that there are literally other parts of us that exist in other parts of this reality that resonate with this and want the exact same thing and are creating the exact same thing and feel the exact same thing. So right now, I want you to just kind of play with the idea and just kind of imagine connecting with a consciousness that is actually quite similar to you, but it's just in another part of the universe. And I don't even want you to think of the universe as necessarily being like somewhere through, like traveling through space. I want you to just feel it inside. And I want you to start thinking more dimensionally. Instead of just thinking that these other beings literally just come from other planets or exist on other planets, I want you to be able to start feeling the idea that they are literally more just in other dimensions, other bubbles, other matrices. And allow yourself to know deep within your heart that all of this feeling that you're feeling right now of what is possible for the human race, for the human species, has literally already happened within other parts of ourselves, in other parts of this reality. And now I want you to feel the fact that right now that we are being seen, witnessed, and observed by those other parts of ourselves in a way where they are assisting us, they are guiding us, they are cheering for us, and they are ready for us. We are literally evolving. We will witness the evolution within this time, within this lifetime. I guarantee you, within this lifetime, we will be witnessing us as a species beginning to expand our awareness to the point where we will begin to welcome in more interactions with these bigger parts of ourself. And that's the thing. All of these other parts of ourself, you don't have to think of them as like little green men or anything like that. I want you to understand deep within your heart that it's us. That it's always been us. That it's consciousness. That is the common thing. In the same way you are awake right now, those other parts of us are also awake right now. They are conscious. They are aware of awareness. And they carry with them a level of evolved consciousness, and they are seeing us evolve our consciousness. And they are supporting us. And so feel within your heart, bring your attention back to this little package. I want you to almost like imagine like a glowing sphere. And inside the sphere, it holds all the beautiful ideas of what the human species, what this human race is capable of experiencing and creating. This harmony, this future that we are moving into, this potential that exists here and now. And in a way that works for you, I want you to kind of like imagine kind of like taking this sphere, and I want you to almost like imagine kind of like delivering it as if you're letting go of like a Chinese lantern. And I want you to just kind of like bless it. And then I want you to just kind of like gently release it. And then this sphere will literally just kind of like float up and away on its own, symbolically. And as it does this, like putting like a little message in a bottle and putting it down a river. We're kind of doing that on a quantum level right now. And I want you to bless this message, and I want you to say thank you, and I want you to say hello to whoever receives it. And I want you, in the way that you feel comfortable, to be able to give permission for more of this relationship to develop between us and us. It is all us. And so in this moment, within your own free will, you can choose to be an ambassador for this collective species. As we continue to send this message of harmony and love out to the bigger parts of ourselves, who are ready, who are willing, who are excited about the fact that we are waking up together. So bless this package, this sphere, this intention, this gift, and gently, if you haven't already yet, you can just visualize it again. Just bless it and just kind of release it and just let it kind of like flow onto the cosmic stream and just kind of be like, here, this is for you. Other parts of ourself that exist in other dimensions that are still a part of this story, because that is the thing. And we'll talk more about this another time. In the same way our story is here right now in this dimension, the other beings, the other parts of our consciousness, they have a story, they have a role to play within this collective shift that is happening right now. And so I really want you to be able to feel a sense of family, a sense of familiarity, a sense of understanding that we are expanding our perception of the team. As we expand our heart, that is what they seek. They, as in us, they seek connection with those of us who are arriving from a place of pure heart. And so as we practice bringing this love into our heart, we also practice letting them know that we are ready, that we are willing, that we are welcoming this further relationship to develop slowly over time. So be that ambassador, be that cosmic citizen. As you embody this virtue of pure-heartedness, you literally help expand our understanding of what this human story really means. So as you watch this sphere kind of go into the ether, go into the other dimensions, allow it to be received, allow the mystery to unfold, allow yourself to be present in this moment, thanking yourself, thanking the other parts of ourself, in other dimensions, so to speak. Tell them you love them, tell them thank you, and bring that awareness back to your heart. Allow yourself to just be in a space in this moment, feel whatever it feels like. Allow yourself to understand that what you have just taken part in is something very, very important, very special, very magical. And so let us continue to anchor in this vibration of love, harmony, kindness, universal consciousness. Slowly from here, we'll bring awareness back to our physical body, continuing to let this story unfold within our heart. And gently release and relax your hands if they are on your chest. Breathing here gently. Soft, gentle exhales. And before we conclude this meditation, I want you to just whisper one thing to all the other parts of ourselves that are listening right now. One thing of kindness, one thing of gratitude. Just go ahead and say that. Just put it into the field. Put it into that sphere. Allow it to be a part of the message. And it can literally just be something as simple as, thank you, I love you. Beautiful. Allow that message to be carried within your heart, bringing your awareness back to your physical body, carrying with you this intention, this vibration, this ecstatic joy, this mystery. We're at a very important part of our journey, and we are getting ready together for it as a team. Together here, slowly, as you bring awareness back to your physical body, slowly wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and gently, when you are ready, return your awareness to the space around you and open your eyes. Awesome. Go ahead, take your time there, team. Well, that meditation went a little bit longer, and I don't mind the fact that it did. just kind of like in the zone there. So we're gonna actually skip the well, we'll do a quick version of the chakra practice in a second, but just go ahead and gently just kind of like shake. If you want to go into standing right now, you can, but I encourage you to get in a little bit of standing exercise when you're ready. Don't stand up too fast. Just allow yourself to just kind of bring yourself back nice and slowly. Get some water, and yeah, go ahead. You can leave some comments down in the chat. How was that for you? We'll talk a little bit more about it in a bit. And what message? What did you whisper? What did you send? What did you put out there? And yeah, again, I know for some of you that might have been like something where it's like a little bit new, a little bit different, but we'll do our best to just kind of be able to walk through it. And thank you again for joining in. Thank you again for taking part in something. Like, it's more than just a meditation practice. Like, what we're actually doing is like using that meditative space to actually be able to like expand our understanding of consciousness. So good job, everyone. Good job. Let that experience just kind of like fill your heart. We are at an incredibly powerful time right now. And it's important for each of us to just be able to like cultivate that heart space, cultivate that heart awareness. So beautiful. All right, we're just gonna move into a quick version of the chakra practice. Yeah, that was amazing. That was a good one. I'm glad that we did that when we did, and yeah, I'm glad that you guys were able to take part in that. We'll talk more about. I'll read some of the comments in a bit. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna conclude with our chakra practice, and then we'll stick around and we'll do a little bit of just like reading comments and everything like that. Because yeah, like there's stuff there that I want to talk about, and it's gonna kind of like be leading into tonight's podcast as well. Like this is me just kind of listening to my heart, kind of going into like what is needed. And I'm like, I think this is important for us to be able to like begin shifting our focus into some of this stuff now that we're at a place to do so. So we'll talk more about that as we go. Finishing off with a quick chakra practice for those of you who are new to this. Do your best to be able to follow along. The chakras, you can think of them as like spinning discs, and you can imagine this water, this creative life force energy kind of moving through us. And then as we do the chakra practice, it allows the water to move more fluidly. So it helps strengthen our vitality, our energetic body. Each chakra has a correlating mantra, has a correlating virtue. We're just going to do a very swift one, very quick one. If you want to skip this, if you're brand new, that's fine. For those of you who are familiar, go ahead and join in. We only have 3 minutes left in the broadcast, so it's a little bit quick here, but we'll stick around for a little longer to talk. Inhale together the sound E, serenity. Inhale. E. Throat chakra, A, justness. A. Heart chakra, compassion, O. O. Pulmonary, connection with our ancestors or guides. Inhale, Ah. Ah. Solar chakra, U, willpower. U. Sacral, cultivation of creative life force energy. M. Root chakra, S, patience. Take a moment here, close your eyes if you wish. Imagine this energy just swirling up through your body, just feeling this like field, just becoming even more colorful, more vibrant. And just concluding this practice in gratitude, thanking yourself, thanking your team, thanking the bigger you, just allowing yourself to fill this, let this gratitude fill your heart and carry it with you throughout the rest of the day. Beautiful. And gently open your eyes and turn your awareness to the space around you. Awesome. Good job, everyone. Well done once again. We're just going to finish up the 1 hour version. So that just means I have to restart the Instagram. For those of you on TikTok, for those of you on YouTube, Facebook, stick around. For those of you on Instagram, stick around. I'll restart the video and we'll hang out for a little bit more. I'm excited to read some of the comments. Again, we're diving into this together. So thank you again, everyone, for showing up with intention. Reminder, Friday, our Friday meditation is a big one as well. Dress up for it. Wear your wizard outfits. We're going to be gathering at the tree to be able to send our intentions and do our chakra practice together. It's going to be a very, 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 very powerful one. So again, be sure to tune in tonight, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our broadcast on UFOs and the shift in consciousness. Be sure to sign up to the Patreon when you're able to. Join our team chat. Thank you so much. Light Guardian within me sees and honors the Light Guardian within you. Sending you so much love. Have an amazing day. Much love. All right. Okay. So again, I'm just restarting the Instagram feed. So for those of you who are sticking around, the broadcast is not over. So go ahead and just hang out here for 2 seconds and just restarting this here. Beautiful. Yeah, that was a good one. For those of you, if it's your first time here, drop a 333 in the chat. Let me know. Because I mean that one, like, yeah, like I want to be able to like kind of let me just restart the Instagram. Okay. All right, welcome back, Instagram. We're just in our post meditation discussion right now. So for those of you who are watching this in the future, be sure to check out the recording for our meditation. We did some pretty powerful meditation today about kind of being able to like create a little package of peace and harmony to be able to send out into the bigger us. So, but yeah, again, you know, for those of you who are new, not every meditation is like that. I don't know. Like, I mean, even for those of you who are new, let me know. Give me your feedback. Like, was that too much? Was that challenging? Like, again, I have to be mindful of the fact that like some meditations, you want to be able to kind of like lead into them. And so there's like a little piece of fluff floating next to me. I think it's an entity. No, it's just fluff. You're just like hovering there for a second. But again, you know, like with some of the meditations, I might have to do some meditations eventually that are like, yo, this meditation is specifically for people who are ready for it. Because I don't think that every meditation is going to be something that people will be necessarily like prepared for. And that doesn't mean that they can't do it, but I think it's just kind of like there should be you know, an important protocol where we kind of work our way up to some ideas, because some meditations, in order to really get into the depths of them, requires a degree of a paradigm shift and expanded consciousness, and not everyone's at there yet. So it's just kind of like, it's like, oh, like if you're like, this meditation is for like those of us who have taken like the big red pill, so to speak. So it wouldn't necessarily be fair to just be like, for those who are just like just getting started, to just try and like shove a big red pill down their throat. So like there needs to be like, you know, this protocol that I'm being mindful of. So even with that one, I was still doing it in a way where it was like still very for beginners, but also more for advanced, while still kind of riding the edge of some like big red pill ideas and stuff like that. But let me know. Your guys' feedback is super, super appreciated. And I'll do my best to be able to adjust as we go. But yeah, that was a powerful one. Like, honestly, that one was one of the more powerful ones that we've done for a specific reason. And we'll talk more about that. So Nat says, I thought it was perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Nat. And Nat, I think you're turned in for the first time too. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Again, thank you, everyone. And again, that's what I did. Like, I tried to do it where it's like, hey, if you're just getting started on meditation, this is just about peace and harmony and love and stuff like that. But then for those who are kind of like really feeling more of like this like cosmic connection, like there's a space for you to kind of like begin focusing on a bit more of that narrative. So we'll talk more. Like, again, like there's a time and a space for information to be revealed. And I think for some of you, you guys are starting to get ready for it. And not to say that I know all the answers, but there is definitely some stuff that's intuitively rising to the surface that does have a lot to do with us just kind of beginning to expand our understanding of what this reality is and our place within it. And then also within that, the relationship between ourselves and what we recognize as the UFO phenomena. So the UFO phenomena, it is not just a thing anymore where it's just like, oh, that's just a tinfoil hat thing. Like, no, like it is actually a part of the story for those of us who want to begin focusing some of our attention there. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling, again, you know, there's kind of like a lot of energy that's kind of been swirling around and everything like that. But as that energy kind of distills, there's also this collective healing process that is taking place, this collective like alchemizing process that's taking place. And then within this, I think we're kind of finding a more stable foundation to begin focusing our attention into other parts of the narrative, into other parts of the story. For those who feel called, I myself feel called. I don't expect everyone to feel called, but for those who feel called, stick around, because like I'm inviting us to be able to do this together. So yeah, just like establishing interdimensional, intergalactic relationships with us and the bigger us, so to speak. So it's basically what it is. Like if you're tuned into these broadcasts, like it's basically like it's gonna get to the point where it's like, wait, like this is like something out of like a sci-fi, like this is like something out of like science fiction, but this is real too. So again, if you're just like, yo, like I'm gonna come back to this later, go ahead, like keep scrolling and everything like that. Like viewer discretion is advised if you don't want to have your paradigm shifted just yet. That's okay. So all right, I'm gonna read some of the comments on here. Okay. Awesome, Matt. Just seeing your comment about the Patreon. Looking forward to being able to have you on there, dude. Jasmine, I'm going to try and watch the movie before the broadcast. Jasmine, are you talking about the CE5 movie? Because, yeah, like if you guys, like, see, that's the thing. We're doing the broadcast tonight on UFOs and the shift in consciousness. And tonight's broadcast was related in a degree to a phenomena. Implicitly and to a degree explicitly. But yeah, like if you guys want to kind of like be brought up to a degree of like getting ready to shift your paradigm, there is the new documentary that came out called CE5. So that's like by Stephen Greer. They did the other one called Unacknowledged, which is all about like kind of like secret government UFO programs and everything like that. This one is very, very powerful. Once you kind of watch it, it will expand your consciousness. Like it will. Obviously think for yourself while watching it, use discernment. But I watched it last night and like I'm really at this point where I'm feeling called to just be able to do my best to be able to understand more about the UFO phenomena, because it's not separate from us. It's not. It's really, really not. And that movie, for me, definitely provided some valuable resources and information within my own stuff to be able to bring things together. So the documentary is called CE5, like the letter C, the letter E5, CE5 documentary. You can rent it online. I encourage you rent it. You can rent it through Vimeo as well as other platforms. If you Google it, you'll be able to find it. But like rent it, like pay for this movie, like take part in that energy exchange. It's valuable. Like it's something that you would feel good being able to rent, because a lot of work went into this. And like you'll listen to the movie, and again, it's about like being able to expand consciousness. I'll say things like real quick, like here, and then we'll get more into it for tonight's broadcast. Basically, like there's agendas at play, and one of these agendas is basically this idea that like what we associate as the UFO phenomena, Hollywood has kind of created this narrative of being able to portray it as like a threat. But that's just one narrative, and that's coming from an institution that is trying to maintain dominion over people and the sky and everything like that. But on another level, there's literally, again, encounters with like UFOs and things like that are happening beyond government regulation, something the government can't control, and it's happening with people. It's happening one-to-one. And so CE5 literally stands for Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, and this relates to human-initiated contact, human-initiated protocol. So we'll talk more about this tonight, but basically it's this idea. This has been happening. This has happened. This can happen. We can do this, where you can literally meditate, get into a heart space, send out an intention, and literally basically like summon UFOs. I know that sounds crazy, and again, that's where like for some of you, if this is where you just want to be like, I'm out, like I'm not ready, like I'm not ready for this yet, that's okay. I respect that. So like that's where I want to be able to like put like a disclaimer on a lot of this stuff. For some of us, we're gonna be like, yo, yeah, I'm ready for this. Like this is not outside of my paradigm. Like this actually fits in my paradigm. I understand, but for some of us, they're just like, no, I'm not ready for it. And if that's where you're at, that's okay. Totally okay. So, da, 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 da. All right, okay. So, just gonna read over some of the comments here. So, going back to the actual meditation here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, go teams. This is such an awesome vibe, tribe. Thank you, Jasmine. I look forward to this right when I wake up. Awesome, Julia. Glad you're here. Da, 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 da. Hey, Ryder, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. Jasmine says, I truly look forward coming together for these lives. Awesome. Shifting to an optimal timeline, says Matt. Absolutely. Kristen, same. Definitely been days. This place got me out of bed. Awesome. I'm glad these broadcasts get you out of bed. So, have I seen a UFO? Yes, I've seen a UFO. Last night, like I'll talk about this on the broadcast. Last night, I may have seen a UFO. Like I literally may have like meditated and summoned a UFO last night. I'll talk more about it tonight. I'm using discernment though. I'm not like getting so excited. And I'm waiting until like more experiences kind of happen. And it's not something where it's like, oh my God, super like crazy, but it is pretty crazy. So in like a really, really beautiful way. So and again, I'm not saying I have all the answers or whatever. No, I saw like, if you watch my video, like I posted the other day, Star Angel, like about literally like the triangle craft that I saw. And even though I said in the video that I think that was a man-made UFO, I'm starting to think that it might not have been. I'm starting to think that it very well could have not have been a man-made UFO. It might have been like more kind of like interdimensional. So, but yeah, that's one of the big things. The talk tonight is 8 p.m. EST. And again, make sure you connect through the link through my profile. We'll talk more about this tonight. But again, I think one of the big shifts for the UFO thing is to understand that like a lot of these UFOs, like they're not coming from other planets, like they're coming through dimensional space, so to speak. So, all right, okay, just reading through the comments here. Makasia, I want aliens to talk to me so bad. I think the planes have been through meditation, but I don't know. I want to astral project to see them, but I'm not there yet. Yeah, take your time. Patience. Don't feel you need to rush into anything. Like, as much as I'm on the leading edge of this, I'm not in a point where I'm like trying to talk to Palladians and I think I'm like an Octurian incarnated and stuff like that. Like, that's just at least like the vibe that I carry with me and stuff like that. So I do my best to just be able to keep things pretty grounded. So, and I encourage all of us to be able to do that. Yeah, and again, you know, like yeah, and again, like even with like the starseed stuff, if you think you're a starseed, I would encourage you to not hold on to that idea too tightly, in the sense of being able to understand that in some way we're all starseeds. So like, yes, you're realizing that, but that doesn't mean that it's like something that like makes you completely different from anybody else. I think it's more just kind of a realization of understanding that we all have this galactic lineage, galactivation, this galactic lineage inside of us. It's one of my pet peeves when I see people and they're like really they're like I'm a blue avian incarnated here on human form, and I'm like maybe, but don't hold on to that idea too tightly, right? Like focus on here and now. So, because our ego will like hold on to those ideas. It will want to identify with that because it's fascinated with that idea, but we have to be able to hold on to it lightly, in the sense that it's like, actually, you know what? Like, if we're all starseeds, then that's cool too. Like, it is, right? So, but yeah, please don't just like be mindful of going around and flaunting this idea that you're a starseed and stuff like that. If you are, I think a starseed should be if you associate with that concept, if anything, again, I don't think the starseed is much different from a light worker, because the starseed is here to help shift consciousness, and I think a light worker is doing that. It's just how you associate with the narrative. But again, be like kind of like the humble starseed, the humble light worker, right? So anyways, just be aware, because the ego will grab onto those ideas because it will want to identify with that. And sometimes when we identify with that so heavily, it's actually an imbalance. It's actually an imbalance that's coming from a place within ourselves where we haven't fully sent love to ourselves. And so we're kind of like trying to like create like a narrative that gives us reason to think that we're special, when in reality, we're already special without needing that additional narrative. That's the way I see it. So I just want to remind, like, for all the people who are just like, oh, like I'm a starseed and now I know, like I'm a Palladian and now I know, and that it's like, dude, you're already so special. You're already so special, and you are nonetheless special whether or not you think you are a Palladian or an Arcturian or a this or that or this, because we are all like intergalactic, interdimensional soul. So it's all consciousness, dude. But anyways, that's just, again, everything I'm saying, think for yourself, right? Use for discernment. Like, I can only share my own perspective. So just because I'm here talking doesn't mean that I have like authority over this. That's just my perspective. So, and what I personally find works for me. And I appreciate the fact that everybody's got their own style. Okay, just reading over the comments. Kristen says, so many tears of beautiful joy and gratitude. You truly are amazing. Everything that you have endured has shaped you and prepared you for the next steps forward. Trust and love your soul. Beautiful message, Kristen. And that's like a message for the collective. Natasha, wow, it's 11:11, straight up magical. Yeah, we usually end the broadcast on 11:11 usually. That usually happens. That was so powerful. Love that. Makasia said, I imagined a green ball of light representing our planet and a little light being surrounding it, and love, unity representing our soon-to-be collective consciousness. Beautiful. Thank you, Makasia. And Makasia, I assume you probably had your light guardian crystal with you somewhere. Reminder with the light guardian crystals, be mindful of the batteries. don't just keep it on forever. Like, save the batteries. So if Star Angel, just restart the feed if it like glitched out or something. So tears and laughter, feeling all the feelings together as one, pure beauty and elation. In your mind, you have capacity to know, to telepath messages through the vast unknown. Very well said, Rachel. Absolutely. Reframe Queen says, truly amazing. Went in deep. Thank you so much. I whispered, you are forgiven. I am grateful for the determination and commitment to improve. Beautiful. Well said, Natasha. Thank you so much. Honestly, this one was exceptionally incredible. Beautiful. Yeah. Like, I think that was a really good one. We'll have to like direct people from the broadcast tonight back to this meditation. But again, we can literally do that meditation another time. I think that's part of the reason why I'm here, is to be able to help like guide us into meditations that will help us kind of like bridge relationships between us and our galactic self. Like, I'm just kind of doing what I'm called to do, but that's like one of the things where it's like, yeah, like I think that's kind of it. And again, the reason why, okay, I'll explain this here. The reason why relationship with us and our like intergalactic self is valuable, it's not just from the pure fact of fascination. It's not just like, oh wow, like this is funky, and like, you know, the reason why these are valuable is because through these experiences, they have the power to transform our heart. And when we transform our heart, we transform our understanding of what we are capable of. Like, this is why it's important, because when we really start to tap into this understanding of our kind of like bigger self, our interdimensional galactic consciousness, it changes our narrative. It changes what is possible for us. It changes the way our consciousness resonates with the world. Consciousness can literally shape probability towards its growth. It's crazy. Like, if you watch the CE5 documentary, you'll understand a little bit more. And I encourage you guys to do that if you get a chance to watch it tonight. Okay. Okay. Jasmine said, I got pretty emotional during that one, but it was all tears of joy. It's hard to even explain what I felt. All the best, most beautiful parts of human beings. Beautiful. Makasia says, it was wild. Even saw my arms let go of the ball and it split into many little balls across the purple sky I was under. So powerful. Beautiful, beautiful, awesome. All right, just getting caught up on the comments. We'll wrap this up in the next couple minutes. So any other comments you guys have or quick questions, please feel free to let me know. And again, let me know, like, how was this meditation for you? Your guys' feedback is important. But again, I might start doing meditations in the future where it's like, yo, this meditation is like only for people who are ready for it. So it would actually be something that would be separate from these meditations, because this meditation I do like for beginners, but I'm feeling called to start doing meditations for those of us who are like a little bit, you know, who are getting ready for those deeper meditations. Because again, like, the meditations aren't just meditations. The meditations are us like tapping into like an internal technology, so to speak. Like, these bodies are like spiritual technology, and we're learning how to use them. We're learning how to operate them. So again, this is where, again, this human experience is getting to the point where like things are going to start feeling and looking very magical and kind of like sci-fi, but the sci-fi is quite real, and it's always been here. So if you guys want me to do like deeper kind of like meditations, kind of like a remnant of what we did today, but perhaps even deeper, drop an 1111 in the chat. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Like, I might I don't know if that would just be a Patreon thing or something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I got to meditate on that some more. But yeah, again, that's just kind of me doing what I feel called to do. And again, that's not just purely from a place of like, oh, like, let's talk to aliens. It's like, no, let's connect with more parts of ourselves and let's do work that's actually going to help like activate our hearts in very powerful ways. So it's less about the fascination and it's more about the experience and the connection. And it's about you. It's about you realizing your power. That is a big part of it as well. You are incredibly powerful. You're incredibly capable. And this is a message like coming from like the other extra dimensional beings and stuff like that. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, we'll talk more about the UFO stuff, but like, as soon as we start acknowledging that the UFO stuff exists, then we are also acknowledging that there are other civilizations that are like millions and billions of years more advanced currently from where we are, who are observing us and taking part in this. And just that idea, when you just think about that, where you're just like, whoa, that's not science fiction, that's actually real. If you're like me, you're going to start being able to just kind of like begin starting to feel a call to be like, how do we develop those relationships? What does that look like? So, and that's the question we're experiencing together. And again, I don't expect everyone to join me on answering that call just yet. So, but again, the experiences like with like a lot of these beings, like, yeah, like they're literally like conscious, like higher conscious beings and everything. So, so again, like keep showing up in a place where it's like when you're in that place of like pure heart, then that's when you can start kind of like making relationships. So, but we'll dive deeper. I don't want to, again, I know some of this information can be a lot for some people. So we are children of the multiverse, children of the universe, children of the stars, children of this earth. Beautiful. Well said, Rachel. Have a beautiful day, sweet loves. Know you are courageous, strong, and beautiful in your own rights. Speak out and love with all you have. Thank you, Kristen. Sending you so much love. All right, cool to see the 1111s there. Awesome. Let's talk to ourselves, our true selves. Let's grow together. Beautiful. I want a deeper experience. Just not sure I'm capable yet. No problem, newly awakened. Again, I think this is something that you just got to kind of work up to. But yeah, like honestly, for anybody here, like just as a if you just kind of want to start getting a taste for this, watch the CE5 documentary. Like, and then that way, so we'll just kind of be on a similar page. And again, even watch that documentary with discernment. Again, you know? So think for yourself. That's the most important thing. All right, we're going to get close to wrapping it up here. So much gratitude for these meditations, says Rachel. Thank you for holding this space for us to bring our energies together in consciousness and love. I love you all so much. Sending healing energies to each of you. Beautiful. All right, team. Any other quick comments or gratitude, leave those in the chat down below, but we're going to wrap this up in the next minute. So thank you again, everyone, so much. For those of you on TikTok and Instagram, be sure to click my profile link to be able to connect to our team chat. That's where you can connect with our community of conscious creators and leaders. You can join our Patreon, help us reach our goal of our next goal of 169. For those of you on YouTube and Facebook, you can see the link there. For those of you on Facebook, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you're just watching this on Facebook, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel so you can make sure you're getting the notifications and everything like that. Plus, I encourage you to join the team chat there. Just Google the documentary. Google it and like rent it online. Like you can rent it online. So, but yeah, I literally posted a link for it into the team chat. I'll post another link for it as well. So last night I was looking at declassified documents, like CIA documents of like UFO experiences and encounters and stuff like that, doing research. So again, if you guys want to join me on air for tonight's discussion about UFOs and the shift in consciousness, again, if you're a leading member, be sure to let me know ahead of time in the chat. Like, please let me know ahead of time in the chat. That's very, very important. And again, if you're not a leading member yet, then be sure to check out our Patreon so that you can participate on air for that broadcast and other broadcasts as well. So awesome. Beautiful. All right, team. Obviously, we could sit here and talk about this all day, but we got work to be able to do. So I just want to be able to send you on your way. Just carry this momentum with you and just kind of carry this, like, again, make it your mission to just kind of like embody this virtue of like being pure-hearted. And what does that mean to you? What does pure-hearted mean to you? You know, those intentions are incredibly, incredibly powerful. So again, just continue to hold that intention in your heart. And again, that will continue to expand into like every facet of your reality. So, and it will help you make contact with the bigger us's. So beautiful. Awesome. All right. Thank you again, team, so much. Awesome. Beautiful meditation today. Please feel free to share this meditation with your friends, even just like invite them back to my channels, my profiles. And yeah, looking forward to being able to hang out with you tonight and just in any circumstance and situation. So thank you again so much, everyone, for joining in. And yeah, just sending you so much love. So wrapping up today's meditation, much love to everyone. Feeling so much love. Thank you for the wonderful meditation. Have a dreamy, magical everyday day, everyone, says Natasha, echoing that. So beautiful. All right, sending you guys so much love for all who wish to receive. Awesome. Thank you for being an amazing cosmic citizen. And yeah, let's go kick some butt. So yeah, the recording, the meditation, links in my profile. Connect to my YouTube. So Star Angel, make sure you're on my YouTube channel if you're just, and I'll repost this as well. So it's on my profile on Instagram too. All right. Much love, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. If you have any questions, message me on Instagram. And yeah, keep it shifty. Have a beautiful day. And I will see you in the future. Thanks for doing the work. Much love. Just finishing up the post. YouTube gets to see me just for like 2 more seconds. So. All right. Okay. YouTube, Facebook. Thank you again. See you guys soon. See you in the team chat.